Hi, everyone, and welcome to the co-op program. Congratulations on securing your position. That is a huge accomplishment and an exciting step in your professional journey. Securing a co-op means you are unlocking a powerful professional network, getting invaluable hands-on work experience, exploring career interests, and potentially connecting with a future full-time employer. Today, our agenda will cover four main areas: best practices for your co-op experience. We'll chat a little bit about your co-op courses and how they function, as well as the assignments within them. And then we'll briefly touch on what to expect after your co-op rotation. Ultimately, a co-op is much more than just a job. This is an opportunity to apply what you've learned in the classroom, develop professional skills, and learn more about what you want to do with your future career. Let's get started. So, what does success during a co-op actually look like? We'll start with showing up on time. When it comes down to your arrival, being early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. So always give yourself plenty of time to get to work and aim to be there around 5 minutes early. That is what is considered on time within the professional world. So just keep that as a great rule of thumb. Next, being dependable and accountable is the baseline equation for being successful. The co-op experience is a professional job. Always remember that. It's definitely not just another class project. Your employer is trusting you with real responsibilities, so you must meet your deadlines and completely follow through on all your assigned tasks. To do this effectively, learn to organize your workflow not just for you, but in a way that matches your employer's expectations. Utilize things like Google Calendar or your own personal to-do list. Every workplace is different, which means professional dress and workplace expectations will look different depending on your company or industry. Your dress code is entirely dependent on your specific company. So be sure to observe what others wear, follow their lead, and don't hesitate to ask your supervisor directly if you're unsure about what is needed. Oftentimes, you'll get like an orientation packet or some onboarding materials that might help you find these answers. But again, ask questions. If you need any assistance building your wardrobe, remember that NC State has a great clothing closet that is completely free for you to use, and it's located within the Career Development Center. When it comes to workplace culture, take time to observe the daily expectations and overall vibe of the office. Then you'll be able to adjust your behavior accordingly. Whether you're working virtually or in person, challenge yourself to be the kind of professional that you want to see. Use this semester to find your unique professional presence. Be yourself, but be your best professional self. Developing professional communication is another major pillar of your co-op growth. There are five key communication habits that you should be practicing every day. First being responding professionally and promptly. Most supervisors and employers expect that you have your email readily accessible and that you're checking that throughout the day. So all responses should be given within 24 hours. So ensure that you are responding to them promptly and professionally. That means that an email is not a text message, right? So you're going to start the email with a professional greeting, end it professionally, and write in full, complete sentences. If you need a refresher on professional communication, we have a Pack Pros video about that as well. Next, don't be afraid to ask questions. Your supervisor wants you to learn, and asking questions shows initiative. They'll also make sure that you're all on the same page and that you're meeting expectations. Third, practice active listening in every conversation. That means being aware of your nonverbal communication to ensure that you are showing up as someone who's eager to hear what your supervisor has to say, and you're taking notes on what they're expecting of you. Fourth, make it a habit to clarify instructions and proactively communicate your progress. This means that if you're experiencing any roadblocks or you're experiencing a learning curve, that you are communicating that to your supervisor so that they know how that they can best support you. And so that you're also being transparent about how long something might take you if it's not following the original timeline. And lastly, always be respectful in your meetings and across all of your workplace interactions. Your co op is an unparalleled networking opportunity. So, to set yourself up for success, follow these 4 practical steps. First, intentionally introduce yourself to all of your coworkers. This means people across departments as well. Ensure that they know what your role is, be open to learning about what their role within the company is, and just network and meet each other both um, formally and informally. So if there's any company events, be sure to attend those. Definitely attend all the required meetings and events, but try to make it a habit to go to the optional events as well. And then lastly, seek feedback regularly to show that you are invested in your own success and to help encourage your supervisor to also be invested in that success as well. At the end of the day, remember to embrace a growth mindset. And the good news is that no one expects you to know everything on day one. What employers do look for is effort and intention, and those qualities are heavily rewarded. To truly enjoy your learning experience, keep doing these 4 things. Ask plenty of questions, actively seek out new learning opportunities, and reflect deeply on what you have learned. I highly recommend that you actually write those reflections down. This is extremely important not only for you to look back at as you progress through your career, but also to help you make progress in some of those co op course assignments, as some of your reflections can be well utilized towards the progress in those as well. Now that we've covered how to make the most out of your experience, let's pivot to understanding your co op course requirements. While you're working, you're also enrolled in a corresponding co op academic course. As you can see on the slide, the specific course number directly reflects your current co op rotation. If you're in your first rotation, it maps to COP 100, your second rotation 200, and so forth. Everything for these courses is managed via Moodle. The key priority of these courses is deliberate reflection, which is proven to help maximize your professional learning. So be sure to review your syllabi closely and complete all assignments by the due date. That is mandatory to secure your satisfactory or S grade at the end of the semester. So not only should you be checking your deadlines, but also, again, you are responding promptly to your online communication from your employer. You should also be doing the same from the communications from the Career Development Center while you're working, as we might be sending you reminders about your assignments. Now we're going to walk through the exact assignment breakdown for each course so that you know what to expect. Your very first milestone in the course is the pre-assessment and check-in. So think of this assignment as creating your professional baseline for the course. It is completed entirely through a Google form link. So within this form, you will complete a short self-evaluation using the NACE career competencies, and you'll log your specific co-op site and employer details within that as well. Now you are completing this through a Google form, but it is located in Moodle. This assignment is due within the first week of your co-op start date, so make sure to take care of it right away. If you need a refresher on the competencies, all of the NACE review materials are located in Moodle, and you can watch the dedicated Pack Pros videos for more content. Right around the middle of your rotation, you'll complete the midpoint check-in, which consists of part 1, scheduling a one-on-one meeting with your supervisor to review the supervisor feedback survey together. So based on the information you've provided to us, we will email a feedback form to your supervisor. And as part of this assignment, you will be scheduling a one-on-one meeting with them to review that feedback together. And so as you are sending that email to schedule the one-on-one meeting, that's a great reminder to your supervisor, like, hey, let me check my email and see if I've gotten anything from the Career Development Center. If your supervisor says that they haven't received that, please reach out to the Career Development Center so that we can make sure to get that squared away for you. After you've completed that meeting, you'll complete a short reflection after detailing all that you've talked about and discussed and your plan to make improvements throughout the rest of your co-op rotation. The ultimate goal here is to give you clear feedback so that you can make early professional adjustments and finish your semester strong. Then at the conclusion of your working semester, you will submit a post-assessment. This assignment is about comparing your final skills back to that initial baseline you set during week 1. This will also be completed via a Google form, but again, located within Moodle. And you'll fill out the exact same career readiness self-evaluation and explicitly reflect on your total professional growth and co-op experience. This is a step you'll complete at the end of every single rotation. And then we have the portfolio. Now the portfolio is only for co-op 100 through 300. If you are enrolled in co-op 400 and you're in your 4th rotation, you do not have to complete the portfolio. This is your final reflective assignment where you get to document your structural accomplishments and share them proudly. Pay close attention to the steps within the slide as well as in the assignment description so that you don't miss any important details, but we do have a template available for you, so you'll just make a copy of that and go through and answer the questions in as much detail as you can. Feel free to add any photos or graphics from your experience to help make the PowerPoint more engaging. Then we have the informational interview, which is only for COP 200. So you will complete this assignment only if you're in your 2nd rotation. We put this specifically within your 2nd rotation to force you all to network with professionals and learn deeper insights about specific career paths or alternative industries. So you can pick someone within your co-op or coworker there, or someone outside of your organization, as long as they're within your industry of choice, to reflect heavily on the exact skills and qualifications you will need to reach your long-term career goals. So it is up to you to ask the person that you're interviewing questions about themselves and their career to get the most out of this assignment. Once you've done that, you will complete reflection paper. So the first step, once you've completed your co-op, is going to be to schedule a post-work conference. You will need to schedule this through ePath. So you'll look at the counseling tab within it, then click on request new appointment. Under the appointment type, you'll click co-op post-work conference, and you can choose a 30-minute virtual appointment. You're free to meet with us in person if you're around, but the majority of these appointments are virtual, so feel free to do that. Next, after you've done your co-op post-work conference, or even while you're waiting on your appointment date, you can register for your next co-op rotation. So if your employer extends your co-op into another working semester, that's fantastic news. Just remember that you must register for the next consecutive COP course section to maintain your official co-op student status. Your course track will progress sequentially, again from COP 100 to 400. If for any reason you find that you are not registered or you run into a registration hold, please immediately email a co-op coordinator so that we can help clear that up. As you begin your co-op experience, remember that growth happens when we are uncomfortable and when we're doing new experiences. So feel free to be curious, ask questions, take initiative, build relationships, and give yourself permission to learn. Your co-op coordinator is here to support you throughout the semester, so if questions come up at any point, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're excited to see all that you accomplished during your co-op experience. Congratulations again, good luck, and as always, go Pack!